Hello everyone and welcome to this video. Yeah, you can maybe hear my voice is a little bit different. Got a little bit of a cold. Isn't too bad, but I do need some rest. So I'm taking it easy. I also started menstruating today. So but mostly it's painless in my case. That didn't happen in one day though. I had to do inner work for that and change my food, etc. And yeah, well, study that woman wellness about that. About this quest before it's over. I thought it was going to be long. I remembered it is longer and I thought it would immediately lead us to Dino Valley. But it didn't. And that's why I put this quest off for a little while, because I thought I don't want to unlock Dino Valley before I unlock Golden Hills. Silly maybe, but but then it turns out it's really short. And you need to have done this quest in order to be able to open up Dino Valley. Yeah, I just checked the Discord server yesterday, and by coincidence, or not coincidence, so you can see it in the distance there, quite cool. And then it disappeared at all at once, just like that. Somebody asked a question about it, and then they showed a screenshot with the information about that. What you need to do in order to have unlocked Dino Valley, and that quest was one of them. Okay, I need to blow my nose for a bit. There we go. I'm glad I don't have fever. You know that feeling? When your head is warm and full. That's the worst. Having a cold, yeah, needs some more rest, definitely. But as long as it doesn't get to my head, it's quite doable, I'd say. But fever, a warm, full head, that's the worst. Yeah, now we're doing the real Starstone quest. I'm calmer about it now, but I'm still wondering, when am I gonna unlock Golden Hills Valley? It's not yet in this video. No. When I unlock it, you will know just by the title alone and the thumbnail. Pony is also almost level 15. My starter horse as well. I already know which horse I want to buy next. The Bay Andalusian. And I can now. We got new code. If you want the code, just text me on Instagram. I don't think I'm supposed to just give it out to everyone like that. Well, I don't know, but yeah, the server has been taken down a few times, so we need to be a little bit careful about it. So if you've made up your mind and you want code or anything for BSSO, just text me on Instagram. My handle is the same, SSO mode. Alright, this guy is definitely not gonna be it. From people off the cliff, it's not the best impression. No. Yeah, I pray that nobody steals anything then, but that's a little bit extreme. It was pretty obvious from the start who the candidates should be. I have never experimented that with this quest though. I could put Like, what if I chose the GED guy? Would he then actually become the shopkeeper? Like, would that really make a difference? I wonder about that. I always kind of want to go for just what is most suitable, not mess up the quest, to say so. So I just chose Julie. She just seems the most suitable for it. That she still wants it at this age, but yeah, it's a good thing. Like, elderly people, they need to have something to do as well, even if they can't do so much anymore. Like, my grandmother at some point. Oh, and I like this coat. The one I really want is a purple one, but I saw that's reward for the smuggler's quest. So if I want to get it, I have to get to Golden Hills first. But that jacket could also do. Oh yeah, and that was a real Starstruck quest, and that was short. This one is also not that long, I think. No. But yeah, at some point, my grandmother, she had even a lot of trouble to just walk to the gate, and that is maybe 1 minute walking. I'm not so good with the estimating of the meters, but yeah, she was less capable of doing things, but she still found things to do with which she could do. Like, for example, with doing the dishes, instead of standing, she did it while sitting, or she stood for a little bit and then sat again for as long as she needed. And of course, if we ate at her place, then we just did it, of course, or we helped. Yeah, this is how it went. Post with a plan, lol. This is also just nice goldish light. Yeah, finally the barrel race. Oh, I already thought so, like, oh no, James, okay, something's wrong. Again, and in this case it also really is, again. How typical. But the barrel race too, I always thought we had the barrel race from the beginning already, and then the jumping race later. No, it's the other way around. But I didn't remember it in that way, that we had to earn both races. Well, maybe it is also. And there's many quests, of course, I'm not gonna remember everything. But when you have run the same races for so many times, then it just feels like something you get for granted. So that is also like, oh, but this has already been there ever since the beginning, right? So I guess maybe that's why, because we've just done them so often, and then it just feels like it has always been there, which in a way is true. But yeah, we had to do a quest for it first. That feels a little better. Yeah, I should have eaten a little bit less sugar and cheese. It's crazy, really. Like, as a teenager, I ate so much crap. And if I do that now, I get sick. Genuinely. Like, my immune system is like, what the hell are you doing? Oh, teenage bodies, they are strong. Like, the stuff I all ate. But if I do that now, I just get sick. If it's in a little bit of cold, and I can handle cold well, but with the wrong foods I can really destroy my system, poison my system. Yeah. Yeah, a little bit too much of the sugary stuff lately. A little bit too much cheese at once. I bought some cheeses and they were so good. Like, it was hard to stop eating. And then some sugary stuff. Yeah, so that combination, some other things, stress, energetical things. So the combination that caused me to be sick. If your immune system is strong enough, then a virus can't really do much. Well, it depends, of course. You don't want malaria or anything like that. That's crazy. There are some things that are so strong that in your immunity system, even the strongest people can't handle. Yeah, some things are just extremely poisonous on Earth. Yeah, that's also there. Some things to watch out for. The hotter the damper, the more bacteria. So I'd also be careful if I live in the tropics, because there's also a lot of strong things you don't want to get infected by, etc. Oh no, in the tropics the insects are also usually bigger. No thanks. Like, I'm fine with the size of the insects here, how they are in the Netherlands. That's good. I don't need them big. Yeah, no, I don't really like insects, but spiders. Not at all afraid of spiders. I don't know how I'd be if I encountered a really big one. But in general, I think spiders are cute. Yeah. Alright. This one is also almost done. I love the golden sky. Carney, who is so hard on his brother. But I think this time he didn't really give any difficulties. No, he didn't. For once. And now we can do a little short extra race, but it's good. Some more XP. Doesn't take so much time. Yeah, I like that in SSO. The variation between easy and short races and longer and more tricky races. Yeah, I think in Silverglade, including Virgrov and Veeldale, Moorland, Fort Pinta, I guess the Virgrov races are the most tricky. Yeah. One race I also find, oh yeah, now already the next quest line. Planting stuff, getting together a family dinner. Oh yeah, this quest is going to have a little bit of danger, because we're gonna have to work on that field next to us with the machine on it. Nice and responsible. I guess we're just gonna do it. But, one of the more difficult races, the one in Dino Valley. There's in the beginning that gap you have to jump over. I think you guys know what I mean. Over the water, the first one. It is so wide and it's so easy to fail. Like I was like, can't SSO make this one a little bit easier? Yeah, I remember that back then, commenting that. And then somebody else was like, nah, I got over it with a level 1 pony. And I was like, how then? I can't check whether or not the person was lying. Could also, because that could of course also have been the case. Jumping with a level 1 pony over that gap during the Dino Valley race. I guess it's possible, but well, then you must be talented or be lucky whatsoever, because that's really hard. But I guess some people just can't. This looks so easy now, but this thingy, this was interesting to do and a bit dangerous, because that machine, well, doesn't go too fast, but sort of, it has a bit of a pace. So you have to dismount, and then you have to drag the item to it, like, you have to mind that machine whilst you do this really well. I failed it once, but I cut it out of the video. Not because I'm scared to show that or whatsoever, but it just takes in minutes I don't want to waste, and those minutes are gonna cause the video to take more time to upload, so that's why I cut it out. But I estimated or I underestimated the machine's speed one time. I was like, nah, I can do it, just pretend, you know, I don't see it. Just pretend I don't see it, but no, that didn't work. So, yeah, then I failed. But all that just happened is I got a notification. It looks worse than it is. Being transferred back to Moreland, and then, well, could just go right on with the quest again. Didn't have to start it from the beginning or something, luckily, so I was glad about that. That would have been a little annoying. Yeah, I don't know which video is gonna be in ASMR style, but with my voice like this, it's not really nice to do, to whisper. So, I don't know, I'll see about it. My voice has to be back to normal first. Yeah, that at the very least. It's 10 more minutes, I see. Alright. I went fast. I already talked for 18 minutes. Yeah, I really need to get this video done today, otherwise I'm gonna forget about it and accidentally remove the recording, and that would be a waste of well, no, it wouldn't be a waste of anything, but my intention is to show all the quests, so it is still I already missed the one with Big Bonnie back then, the part 1 of that, but oh well, that one, it's really easy to find. Yeah, I'm really cow dung. Nice. Oh, that's really gross actually. If you've ever walked in a pasture where there's cow dung, it's really it's actually more gross because it's so slimy, to say so. Like horse manure, I don't care about that. I've seen that so often. But cow manure, that's something different. Yeah, I don't really like that. So if you'd have to pick that up, no, that would not be a nice job. How would you even do that? Would you put that in a plastic bag or something? Like, that would be one stinky bag. Oh wow. Yeah. Luckily, in game it doesn't really matter because we have an inventory in which some of stuff fits. Yeah, that would, if they would have made that realistic, that would be really annoying, because in a saddlebag or a backpack, the amount of stuff we have in the inventory would not fit in it. No, that's luckily not a realistic thing. Because then even during quest we would have to ride up and down back to our home stable many times to empty the inventory. So I'm glad that it's not realistic. Potatoes, or no, carrots, right? Yeah, potatoes. I love potatoes. They're a bit heavy in summer, so I don't really eat them. But right now in autumn, the feta season, feta, which is light, and it's perfectly grounding and a bit calming. It tastes so good. But if you love eating potatoes in summer and makes you feel good, by all means keep eating the potatoes then, because apparently that works for you then. That can be, if you already have a really light constitution yourself, like a lot of feta, then it may even not be too heavy for you to eat potatoes in summer. I myself, and now this with the heat, I don't want to eat as much. I don't want to eat so heavy, and that's also what Ayurveda recommends in summer. Eating a bit smaller meals of good quality, but a bit smaller and of lighter quality. Yeah, and I myself, I got a lot of kapha, and kapha is heavy. So for me, and yeah, I got a lot of pitta as well. So for me to eat potatoes in the summer, maybe really small ones, but no, it's a bit heavy. In general, the root vegetables, etc. Beetroot, yeah, carrots. They have sweet potato as well. I use them much more in autumn and winter. Balances me perfectly then. And in the spring and the summer, a bit more lighter things. Oh, I'm gonna need to blow my nose again. Oh, that just always feels so much better. How would you survive a cold without a handkerchief? Like, that would be really annoying. Would you then have to use clothes or something? Like before people discovered handkerchiefs, before that was made at all. How did people do that? Did they just use a cloth or any sort of cloth, I guess? I wonder about it often, like, how did my ancestors do this? And in the winter, how did they survive? Like, nowadays we can just shower and oil. however much we want in the winter. But back then, without the luxuries of nowadays, I don't think you would. Because no, I think you'd boil a lot of water, but it takes time. So I guess that's also why many shared one bath then. That's what families used to do, because it takes time to boil that water. But I don't think people washed so often back then in winter, because that was just not so practical. And I'm talking really more about the older times when all these indoor systems that we have now, showers, etc., when that didn't exist yet. Little off topic, but interesting. I always feel that sounds so silly. I always feel admiration for my ancestors, how they managed to survive and everything without all the luxuries that we have nowadays. Yeah, they were tough. They're really tough. Okay, they all didn't live as long as well. Maybe some. I don't know. But yeah, with how they discovered everything, invented things, like, wow, so much has happened. Oh, this one is also almost ending. Yeah, I remember this quest. Yeah, bit longer quest line. And it's nice to have some shorter quest lines as well, because now I have fitted like 4 quest lines in just this one video. Yeah, the Star Store, the one with StoneGround, the barrel race, and this one. Yeah, I knew that table was gonna come there, because that has been in the game for quite a while too. So I already knew from the beginning, oh yeah, that is going to be a quest that we're gonna have to do. Well, now we're already coming to the end of this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a good night, day, morning, evening, afternoon, whatever time it may be for you. Maybe my voice will be a bit better in the next one, or maybe not. Well, I'd say it's adequate like this. Well, until the next one, have a good night, day, morning, evening, afternoon, whatever time it is for you again. Bye.